How to succeed on Amazon FBA in 2019, guys. So there's a lot of key changes and the big differences that are going to be happening in 2019 on Amazon FBA. A lot of things I'm going to be changing up and moving towards that I want to share with you guys. So let's get right into the video and I'll tell you all about them. So I was editing this and I forgot to mention that I have a live stream today at 6 p.m. So January 23rd, Wednesday, January 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Hit the link in the description, guys, to check out the live stream. And if you guys watch this after that date, I'll change that link to a recording of the live stream that you guys can watch and check it out. It's gonna be a good one. I'll see you guys there. All right, so the first thing is brand domination. Now, people have talked about this in the past. I've mentioned this in the past, and I think that we are continuously moving into this direction of complete brand domination on Amazon, right? So in 2019, what I'm going to be doing, what everyone should be doing, and what I think most people are thinking about doing is moving towards selling brand, all right? General items or general storefronts will not work as well anymore in 2019. It's just a fact that people are, kind of used to these general items, these generic products. They've had bad experiences with them in the past, and they don't want to deal with them anymore. Like, and it's almost a little bit to blame, the sellers, because the first 7 to 10 reviews we get from friends and family, so they're biased and people think that they're good products, but in reality, the products are bad and people just don't trust reviews as much anymore, all right? So you're gonna have to build a brand, a trustworthy brand that they can connect with and know that the products that they're getting are good quality products. There are too many, bad sellers trying to sell garbage on Amazon, and it's kind of hurting all of us as a whole. So make sure you're building a brand, because generic products don't work and even generic brands won't work, all right? Because you need an increased focus on improving the product. So I've always, I'm a huge preacher of this. So I've always said that you need to improve the product. You can't just buy something generic from China. Those days are over. 2014, 4 years ago, right? So now we need to try to find ways to improve the product so that the customer understands that they can't get your product from any other seller or from any other place. This is a unique product. This is something you've improved on and you've dealt with the issues. So that's something very, very important. And that's something that a brand illustrates, something that they can only get from yourself, right? If I'm buying a Mac or if I'm buying an Apple product, I know that I can't go anywhere else to buy it. I know that every knockoff is going to be bad. And if I want the real thing, if I want the good stuff, I'm going to need to spend the big money to get it. So that's why in 2019, it's going to continue this trend of brand domination. And it's something that if you're not looking to do, you need to start paying attention to it. And to prove to you guys it's an absolute must to have a brand on Amazon, to start selling a brand and building one, I'll show you guys this Google Trends chart, right? If you guys didn't know, Amazon FBA has been around for a very long time. I think it was founded in 2006, was actually the first time, somewhere around 2006. See, there was a 1 there where it was actually started, and it didn't really take off until recently. As you guys can see here, the kind of demand and searches just kind of exploded. So if you look at, about over here, what was this, like 2015, 3 years ago, we're at like 37 on the interest over time, and right about now we're at like 87. So it's over the past 3 years, that's doubled the amount of sellers, doubled the amount of competition, but also there's a lot more people in the market trying to buy stuff. So what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to show here is that there's a lot of people coming into this, coming into Amazon FBA, thinking that they can come here to, kind of do a get rich quick scheme thing going, to be able to launch some crappy products and make some quick money from Amazon. And you need to understand that to stand out from those people, right, if you want to build this for the long term, 5-10 years, if you want it to be something, you're going to need to put in the work that those people aren't willing to do and build a brand. So that's going to be really your only way to differentiate yourself from every other, kind of seller out there. Times are changing and you're going to need to be able to stand out from the crowd. All right, so on that same note, let me ask you guys a question. So what we've got here is a jade roller, all right? And if you guys don't know, this product was kind of pretty good. A year or 2 ago, it was actually a pretty decent product to go into. Now it's a little bit saturated. It's not something you'd want to go into. But what I'm going to ask you guys here is that there's two kind of sellers here. There's the eDiva, and then there's this one right here. Now, I want you guys to tell me, okay, they both have a 4.5 star. This one has 141 reviews, which is a good amount. Obviously, this one has a lot more. But I want you guys to tell me, just based on the pictures and the branding, who do you think is kind of making more money here, okay? And I'm not saying that these pictures are that great for either situation, but one of them's got a video, got a great first picture, and that's really all that matters a lot of the time, is just having an amazing first picture. And over here you can see it doesn't even look like these are HD photographs and anything like that. They look cheap. They look just barely put together. Like I don't even understand what's going on here. There's literally like Chinese writing and stuff. And when people see this, guys, they don't, they're not they're just not going to buy your product. And that really, that really shows, because if I open up the Jungle Scout here, guys, it's going to show you that this product, with the terrible branding, with the kind of terrible pictures and stuff like that, is doing $2,000 a month with 141 reviews. That's a lot of reviews to be doing so poorly, right? And if we go to the eDiva one, all right, how much do you guys think this is making, right? If I open up, I'm sure it'll shock a lot of you guys. $120,000 from purely having pretty much the only thing they have here is a good first picture and a lot of reviews. But the sales come from the first picture. The sales come from the branding, the eDiva, the thing, it just looks amazing. And another thing I actually, went on just to see how good the branding is, right? If I go to their website, okay, I actually found their website. They have a website. It's not amazing, right? It's not great, but the pictures are bad quality and stuff, and it's kind of, the thing is though, they have a website. So they have a website, they have a phone number I can call them, they have a support email, they have stuff that I can reach out to them. Already you can see that this is so much more of a reputable brand, so much more of a reputable business, that it shows why they're making the money, right? If I go to contact us, I can literally see the number, the emails, I can have the location. Like, this is what you're striving to do in 2019 on Amazon. If you're not moving towards this direction, you're not going to see success. It's not a very good website at all, but at least it's something that you can come to and you can see, and this builds a lot of trust, with the customers. I actually even found their Facebook page. Okay, it's nothing crazy, it's not anything at all, but at least they have one. At least it's something cool. They posted something yesterday, and then another thing yesterday. So they're working on their brand, they're working on their image, and this is very important. They also have their phone number here. This is by far not the best example, but at least they're trying. At least there's some brand recognition there, and brand loyalty, which is something you're going to need to stand out from the crowd. So another direction I think this is kind of going is the brand focus. So not only branding and brand domination, but focusing on customer service, and focusing on specific really specific niches within Amazon. So striving for the best customer service, incredibly important. Also using small influencers to build content and scale up. So going out there, finding and partnering up with different small influencers and stuff like that to kind of build a brand and have a good social media presence. So like I showed you on eDiva, they have somewhat of a presence, but right here, a great example of the branding, a great example of all this stuff is Sugar Bear Hair. Right? I found this brand on Amazon. I'm not sure if this is, if it was started on Amazon, but it's definitely an amazing brand, and it's an incredibly good, example of kind of where you want to strive to be as a brand on Amazon. So if I go to the storefront here, right, all I have to do is open up the Jungle Scout, and they only have 2 products. Okay, one of them is some hair vitamin, and the other one is a multivitamin for women. But all you have to do here, I don't know why this one's not showing up, but it was making, like earlier today I was looking, and it was making, it's not showing now, but it was making $100,000 a month for this one and $600,000 a month for this one. So this store with only 2 products is making like $700,000 a month, and that is absolutely insane. But once you dig deeper a little bit, you'll see that it makes perfect sense why they're making that much, right? So first of all, their pictures are great, their branding looks awesome, everything looks super cool and unique. And if I go to their website, which of course they have a website, right? It's very nice, it's very cool. They have a lot of different, colors and stuff, and testimonials and different stuff, right? It just looks like a professional brand. It looks like someone trustworthy. And once you go to their Facebook, you can see even something even more amazing. All right, so now that we're here, you can see that their responsiveness to messages is super quick. And if we click on it, it says typically replies within minutes. Okay, so that is absolutely amazing. That is some incredible customer service, right? And as you can see, yesterday they posted 1:10 p.m. Before that, the 20th, January 20th. They have a ton of posts here. They have a ton of creative stuff. January 18th, they're posting almost every single day, and they're putting out really cool, nice, content. It looks good, and as you can see, they're answering people, okay? They're answering and engaging with their audience. This is something that you need to work towards to stand out from the crowd. So the people who are going to succeed are going to be the people who treat their products like businesses and like brands and try to grow them this way, because they have such incredible brand loyalty with only 2 or 3 products that they're selling. That it's kind of amazing. And to know that you can just come out with more products and have a whole base of fans there that are willing and ready to buy them, that's something magical, right? That's something that you're kind of striving for. And another thing, along with this whole brand, focus and this brand, scaling, you're also going to need to start to gather your own information, okay? On Amazon, we don't own the customers. They don't give us their emails. Amazon thinks of these customers as their customers, and we have nothing to do with them, which is the reason you can't email them and you can't kind of contact them in any way. So one of the most important things that you're going to have to be doing in 2019 is actually starting to build an email list of customers that you own, that you can message and you can email to tell them about discounts, to tell them about new product launches, to tell them about absolutely everything to do with your company, and to indoctrinate them into your ecosystem. All right. So stuff like products and product registration, inserts and stuff like that are a great way to do this. Someone gets a product insert. On the insert it says, hey, register your product here and get 1 year free, warranty, right? The reason they want you to register is because they want your email. Once they have your email, they now own you as a customer. They know that you've purchased from them before, and they know that you can purchase from them again. The reason, people say it's a lot easier to kind of get more money out of someone who's already paid you than to find a whole different customer. So you want to treat your customers like gold. And someone who is, someone who's paid you already is a lot more likely to pay you again. So if you have more product launches, if you have building a brand that has a similar kind of market, you can always get them to buy more products from you, especially if you own their emails and you own the customer. Another thing you're going to have to start doing is to build funnels. If you guys don't know what funnels are, basically it's just a way to gather traffic, through the process of your business. And you're going to need to kind of use those to make sales. You're also going to need to use them to have ask campaigns to kind of know what your customers are looking for. You have to overall be engaged with them as a brand and as a business, because those are the people who are the lifeblood of your whole, of your whole life. So you need to know what they want, and believe it or not, they will tell you exactly what they want. They will tell you exactly what future products they want. They'll tell you exactly what they want, improvements on current products, and what they wish they could have. And they will tell you that as long as you ask. So build funnels and ask them, all right? Surveys and incentives, the same thing, kind of coupon codes, percentage off, buy one, get ones to your email list to know which things to launch, to know which things to, to change or improve. And also, how you get reviews, how you get, all that kind of stuff. You don't have to always, pay for the product launches and the product launch services when you can have, your customers be your product launch. So that's where this is going. Gathering information, getting them to be a part of your ecosystem so that you own the customer and you're able to reach out to them whenever you have the chance. All right. The next thing is advertisement. Most of us, most people in general, especially Amazon sellers, all they're focusing on is relying on solely PPC from Amazon's platform. Amazon platform only. All right. The thing is, though, we need to also look to other platforms. In 2019, there's going to be a big kind of switch. I know there's a lot of people using Facebook ads already, but there's going to be a lot of people switching over to, Facebook ads, Google ads, and niche blogs and websites. And I highlighted niche blogs and websites because those are the things that are the most underlooked in 2019. And I think in total, right? If you can find a niche website or a blog that sells your product, you can give them some sort of discount code and get tons of traffic to your product and tons of sales. So you need to start looking for, alternate means of advertising. You need to grow off of PPC on Amazon and grow into other, marketing platforms. There's a ton of different ones out there. And, if you're not using them, if you're not growing into them, you're kind of limiting your potential, right? So another thing is, another type of advertising, great way also is obviously niche influencers for promotions. So again, blogs and Instagram, great ways to get these kind of influencers out there. And people have talked about this, but I know a lot of people have talked about it, but not a lot of people do it. So there's still a huge opportunity to kind of get that going and start to build product funnels. Now we talked about this, a couple of minutes ago, but you need to actually draw traffic to the funnel and get sales and data and upsell later, right? This is not possible to do on, just on Amazon alone. So you need to start growing your products off of Amazon. You need to start getting your own distribution centers, your own, things like that, so that you can be able to fulfill your orders by yourself and not rely solely on Amazon. That way you're also allowed to, kind of have product funnels and upsell offers. So, when someone buys your product, maybe you offer them another product for a discounted price, or you do something like that. And you start playing with product funnels, and you can get their data, you can get a sale, and you can get an upsell. So someone whose customers, value is only worth $20, after a couple upsell offers, down the funnel, they could be worth, upwards of $200 if you do it correctly, right? So that is just a thing that I feel like in 2019 is going to start becoming a very real, very real change that a lot of Amazon sellers are going to have to start to realize, right? And the last point here, okay, in advertising is that I think that in 2019, okay, cold traffic is not going to be as effective. What do I mean by that? So if you guys don't know too much about advertising and stuff like that, there's a thing called retargeting, where you're able to target audiences, target people who have already, who've already expressed interest in your products, whatever it is that you're selling. So you can retarget to them, and that way, if you're focusing on more than one platform, so Facebook, Google, all that kind of stuff, you'll be able to target them all over the internet, right? You come to a YouTube page, before you watch a YouTube video, you'll see a product advertisement for the product that they just looked at, right? And once you're able to kind of set those things in motion, you're really going to be able to stand out as a brand and, have an omnipresence online. So I feel like these are the few changes. These are the most important changes that are going to happen in 2019. Let me know what you guys think down below. Am I crazy, or do you guys see this going the way I'm saying? And if you guys did like it, remember to leave a like on this video. Remember to comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new for more awesome content in the future. I'll see you guys very, very soon.